Sometimes that can kind of go a little bit of a toxic route, especially when it's promoted heavily, specifically to South Asian males, like, hey, like, toughen up or stiff upper lip mentality. Do you think there's a double-edged sword there, or?
I mean, I definitely think so. I do think the conversations have changed where it's like, before it's like, oh, nobody talks about it or anything. Like, guys talk about their pain and issues in their life a lot.
All right.
Go hang out with somebody who's, in a guy circle and they're drinking till 2 a.m. You'll hear everything. Life problems, things with their kids, things with their parents. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. Like, I don't feel that in our community we actually hold that much in. Maybe our dads did. That generation might have been different. I can't really speak with them, but I do know people who tend to drink, do let it all out. And Upper are very passionate, so we do just kind of, I don't know if people really hold stuff in. Now, the whole thing of toughen up and this, that, I can't really speak for anyone else. And I'm not saying I'm like the toughest or most resilient guy, but I've always just tried to look at, optimism or, glass half full. Like, there's always something to be grateful for. Yeah. Even if you're having a bad day.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that's positive psychology. Yeah. So that is something, that's one kind of modality that we look at.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you could be having a good day, but still be battling something in your head. I mean, the duality exists. You know, there are days that you're kind of keeping it together. Right. But, ultimately, if you can kind of ground yourself and just, realize that there's always something to be grateful for, then, you can kind of move forward with that.
That's a lot of therapy kind of teachings and practices is duality. So sure, acknowledge the bad, resource it where necessary, but then try to also acknowledge the good, which is having gratitude and always try to look for the positive. Let's just rewind a little bit. You mentioned alcohol as being like a little bit of a lubricant to help guys 100%. Maybe be vulnerable. Do you think there's maybe any negative aspect?
For sure.
Okay. I was like, this is therapy club, Randy. let's not tell people to
alcohol is inherently, I think overall it's a net negative, for sure. It ruins your health, ruins your psyche. Yes. Especially when you're getting into you're past your 30s and you have a hard night of drinking, you're pretty negative for like a day or two after. In general, anxiety, all that sort of thing. I'm not saying that you should drink, but there is...
You're saying that's what we see.
That's what we see. That's what's in front of us.
You're not saying it's optimal.
No.
You're not saying do this to get your feelings out.
No.
Yeah. What do you think, let's say, like, for example,